And that could be out. Very, very close, and he's given him. Mike Atherton is not happy, but David Shepherd just gives him the nod. My first feeling was that perhaps it had just got him on the gloves. Mike Atherton is livid.
That definitely looks as if it only hit the arm and not the glove.
Yes, I think that was the arm only. Astle is convinced.
And straight after that, would you believe it, Mike Atherton could only have been halfway up the stairs to the dressing room. The players came off for rain. That was 4:37, and then play was abandoned at 6:25. So that was a bad loss to what effectively was the last ball of the day. 118 for 2. Stewart is there, unbeaten with 47, but Butcher and Atherton have gone. The New Zealand bowlers, well, steady again. You've got to say, they bowled pretty consistently in this series. 8 overs, number 39 for Chris Cairns, 1 for 26 for Dion Nash from 10. He got Butcher, none for Astle in those 3 overs. 13.2 overs, 1 for 17. Daniel Vettori bowled with a lot of skill out there, and Harris 9 overs, none for 15. England 199 and 118 for 2. New Zealand 496 for 9 declared. 179 runs is the difference between the sides, and there is a whole day's play. New Zealand would be...
There's no harm in showing some disappointment when things don't go your way.
Trafford, we wondered if we'd get play here on the final day. Good news, we're going to, and almost immediately as well. Things will get underway at 2 o'clock. Let's remind you...
That now, get on with the job in hand. Daniel Vettori is going to start things off. He's bowling at Graham Thorpe.
It's a start for ALEC Stewart. And, little nurdle around the corner down to fine leg has brought up his half-century.
Applause from the balcony. They're making as much noise as they can to congratulate their man out in the middle. Very muted celebration by ALEC.
Mentioning the value of experience, ALEC Stewart has now made 32 half-centuries in Test cricket.
Dak Ahmed, Pakistan leg spinner, he kicked the ball away, came up onto his glove, and he was caught at silly point.
Nice, Dan.
That's the one Victoria will be trying to get through Stewart. He'll get the drift, and it'll be his top spinner. And
he's got that one away. Vettori short and wide, and it's gone all the way to the boundary. ALEC Stewart's second for of the morning. Push England on to 127 for 2, just 170 behind now.
Right-hander ALEC Stewart.
Oh.
They're all valuable runs. May not seem so at the moment because there's a long way to go in the game, but the runs... any runs that are accrued and given are very valuable. I was starting off to say that that was 4 runs to England there, but it's been called a dead ball. That was a very good shot in the end. For one moment, Thorpe, I think, wondered if he was there and able to get over the top of the ball for the drive. It was well bowled also by Vettori. Good cricket all round.
Graham Thorpe advancing to the pitch of the ball. Fortunate also for ALEC Stewart's acrobatics.
21. That is the point about having your wits about you through the whole of the day. Big shout. That would have just missed off stump. That'll be the thought in David Shepherd's head. Alternatively, it would have just hit him outside the line of off stump. It was very close.
It's very well bowled, and it was indeed very close. But as you can see, Graham Thorpe's just managed to his left leg just outside the line of off stump.
When the news came through that their captain had stood down from the job. Nicely played, great balance. Often the sign of someone playing well is how balanced they are when they attack.
When it's controlled, it's balanced, it's wristy. He's waited beautifully for the ball to arrive to him. Let it come very close. Perfect example of a clip off the legs through mid-wicket. Very good shot from Alex Stewart. Trademark Stewart back foot cover drive. Stays on the ball, stays tall, lets the ball come to him.
Deny the New Zealand captain, deny the bowlers, fielders, try and take them out of the game. And that helps to do it as well. Full toss, no matter what the situation is, those have got to go.
Good afternoon, Ian. Good afternoon, everyone. I think if England save this test match, it'll do good for their confidence for the test match at Lord's, and that's Graham Thorpe's game. Positive. Going after shots, waiting for the bad ball, or making it to a bad ball.
Slip in a galley, a backward point. No one in front of the wicket square. And the 50 partnership comes up between Thorpe and Stewart.
He was doing keeping, opening the batting. And he was captain, so he's mentally very tough guy.
Just prior to the Lord's Test, Alex Stewart was bleeding profusely from the back. That many knives out. Oh, fine cricket shot. Magnificent shot from Thorpe. Absolute beauty.
As you can see, it's a difficult shot to play when especially the ball is turning and hitting the rough. It's again got to do with the balance.
24 behind, scoring at such a good rate, England. But, if they can carry on in this vein. Once again, loose ball, and it's been suitably punished. Most, I could say, substantial batting effort of the series. Oh, yes. Beautifully placed and timed.
It was just fraction shot, and he's in such good nick now.
Supple enough at his work in the field. Certainly the batting was obviously good as well. .181 for 2, going along very nicely indeed. 2.66 runs per over at the moment, England, for the second innings. Compare that with the first innings effort, which was a fairly dour 1.82. The camp's a little happier, I would imagine. Those inside and those sitting outside. Just detected a little bit of drizzle there. In fact, it's more than just a little bit of drizzle. Umpires Shepherd and Tiffin have said, just getting a bit steady, lads. Let's make a bit of a run for it. So the England batsmen lead the charge by about 70 metres. And the New Zealand fielders will follow at a distance. And I'm sure they're a little downcast too, the New Zealand fielders, because those two men have done such a great job for England. Through to 83 and hit 12 fours in the course of that innings. Atherton and Butcher, the men dispatched yesterday by the New Zealand bowlers. But 181 for 2 now. Things are looking a little bit rosier here in the land of the red rose. The New Zealand bowlers, Cairns has been used today, Vittori has been used today, and Harris. No Nash, which is a bit of a surprise, no Astle. Vittori has created half chances, but nothing substantial at all. He's got a little bit of spin and bounce, a little bit of variation from the pitch, but nothing that has really troubled either Thorpe or Stewart. It's been tremendous performance by the English duo. 199 in the first innings seems such a long time ago when you consider the form that they have achieved this time around. New Zealand 496 for 9. 181 for 2 then England. Stewart on 83, and with him is Graham Thorpe on 25, and looking in such good nick. They're now 116 runs behind England, but they'll be overjoyed in the dressing room. They haven't lost a wicket today. They'll also be slightly happy, I guess, at the sight of the covers going on here at Old Trafford, because once again we have some light drizzle.
Right, back here at Old Trafford, we have some news for you. I'm afraid to say that this test match has been abandoned. The rain hasn't relented, and it's no great surprise that things have been called off. England have saved it then. 181 for 2 they were, with Stewart and Thorpe unbeaten. We'll take a short break, be back here in a moment or so. Soon after, the match was abandoned, and Craig McMillan was the choice of Ian Botham as the man of the match. Good evening to you from the Oval for our programme today at the Test. The highlight